guys, happy Monday night. Just wanted to get the vlog started. So only thing I've read today is my audiobook. I was on page 365 this morning. I am now on page 470, so I am very, very close to the end of this book. For those who haven't watched my other vlogs, this is Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi and Edie. It is following a world where there used to be magic, people called magi, and then about 15 years ago, all magic disappeared. All of the magi were rounded up and executed, even though they didn't have magic anymore, and basically the king who took over is very prejudiced against anyone who was born to a magi family, and magi, they're called diviners because they don't have their powers, so they're not magi. All diviners are basically treated as second-class citizens. In this book, we follow our main character, Zelly, and our other main character, Amari. Zelly is a diviner who is selling a fish in the market one day and happens upon the Princess Amari, who is on the run from the guards because she has a stolen artifact that can help bring magic back. So we follow Amari and Zelly's basically journey as they are trying to bring magic back. I am absolutely still loving this book. Within the 100 pages I read today, there's this one scene that had me bawling like a baby. I was so sad. Oh, but it's so good. I'm very attached to the characters. I am loving Zelly. I am loving Amari. Amari's arc has gone really well. She's really come into herself. I feel like the confidence she's gained is just amazing. I feel like we see Zelly is really humanized, which I think is good. You know, she's been through so much trauma, starting from watching her mother be murdered and her father beaten to a pulp in front of her at a very young age, to be treated as a second-class citizen your whole life. Now she's on this journey, and things happen to her, and you see that while she is good and she's doing all the right things, she is broken. I mean, no one can go through that kind of trauma, and just seeing her fight through that brokenness and, you know, how strong she is anyways. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I love it. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. I'm listening to the audiobook. I have about 45 minutes left, so I should finish this tomorrow easily. I have to edit a video, so I don't have time tonight. Next thing is I read two more little, I don't even know what, are they called chapters? Two more comics out of Once and Future Volume 2. So in this we are following a old lady and her grandson who are monster hunters, and they are basically fighting a zombie King Arthur who has come back from the dead and is making it his mission to end the world. So among that, there are also other storybook characters that Arthur is using as pawns that we have to deal with, and that kind of a thing, as well as other humans who are trying to manipulate Arthur's story to their own means. I love the sassy grandmother. I love seeing the growth that we have in the grandson and seeing all the different stories. I'm absolutely loving this one almost as much as I love the first one. And then the last book that I've started since last vlog. So I started this last night after I finished up my vlog. And I'm now 200 pages in. So The Second Death of Edie and Violet Blonde. So we follow two sisters, Edie and Violet. They are basically traveling around in, I think it's late 1800s, early 1900s. And they are part of a seance show that travels around with a bunch of, what is the word I'm looking for? Mediums. Okay. They are mediums is the word I was looking for. They are traveling with a spiritist show, but the difference between them and everyone else on the circuit is that Edie and Violet are actually mediums. So Violet can reach over and talk to the spirit of a dead, summon them in an actual seance, and Edie can actually cross the veil into death to interact with that side. They are on the run because about a year ago, their mother mysteriously died. While in death, their mother had both their powers, and their father felt they were unnatural and wants to send them to an asylum. So they are on a run, and now they are investigating there is what's something called a shadow on the other side of the veil. So they are trying to figure out, a shadow is when a person's soul is separated from the darkest part of them, and they are basically taking over another body when they shouldn't be. So I'm really liking this. I think it's really cute. I really like the old time story. I like historical fiction fantasies. I like our sisters. I like our sister bond. I think the magic is really cool. I like our side characters. I think we're just introduced to a love interest, which I'm liking. But yeah, it's just really cute. It's fun. It's lighthearted, despite the themes of death and stuff like that. It's really lighthearted, which I like. It definitely has strong themes of feminism, which is nice to see, and how unfair life was back then for women, and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really, really, really liking this. Yeah, that's about all I have to say on that. Again, I'm about halfway through now, so I don't know when I'll have time to finish this, but I'm excited about it. And yeah, I guess that is me getting this vlog started. So I will see you guys later. Bye. Hi guys, happy, what day is it? It is Tuesday. I apologize if the lighting is terrible. I'm in my room, which I have not filmed in except for in that chair, which has the light right there. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about, I finished Children of Blood and Bone, and oh my gosh, this book was so good. It was so good. Oh, I loved it so much. Oh my gosh, it had me crying at the end too. Felt some emotion. I loved these characters. Anon. Oh, all the stuff with Zelly and and Amari. I just, without going into spoilers, I can't, but oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. I'm not going to pick up the second one right away. When I like a book this much, I tend to get really stressed out because I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm stressed about what's gonna happen. And that's what happened in this one, is I did, you know what I mean? Like, I started feeling a huge bunch of anxiety about it. And unfortunately, the more I like the book, the more it stresses me out, which is, I know, counterintuitive, but especially as reading supposed to be relaxing. But yeah, I absolutely adore this book. I'm so excited to pick up the second one. I'm just going to take like a small break, maybe read one or two other books in between. But yes, oh my gosh, highly recommend. So good. That's all I have to say. I can't even get all my thoughts out because I just finished it on the way home. But it's so good. And then I think I'm officially out of a reading slump because I'm also loving my other book, which is The Second Death of Edie and Violet Bond. So I was on page 200 this morning, and I actually got to read at lunch at work. Usually I go and eat with my coworkers and then walk around the lake, but some of the people I went with had other things going on, so they couldn't, so I just got to sit at my desk and read. So now I'm on page 280. I am almost done. And again, I'm loving this book. There is nothing complex about it. It's not groundbreaking or anything, but it's just a fun story. And sometimes, especially when I'm reading something that's like stressing me out, sometimes it's just nice to like have a basic YA, you know, what is the word I'm looking for? Like medium historical fantasy. I still love our main character, Edie. We do follow her more than we follow Violet, even though it is called Edie and Violet. I really like the side characters. I really like just the contained story, the small mystery. Yeah, I'm loving it. I don't have much more to say again. So like that one, I don't have much more to say, but I think it's really good. Again, not complicated, not fancy, but I'm just having such a good time with it. Yeah, so it is, as I said, Tuesday, and as I've mentioned in previous vlogs, on Tuesdays my roommate and I watch a movie together. So again, it's Quentin Tarantino. Again, we don't pick it until we're sitting in the seat, so I have no idea what we're gonna watch. She's making hummus because she has a party tomorrow, so once she's done, we'll start that. But in the meantime, I don't know if you can hear, she's laughing at her podcast down there. In the meantime, I am going to read this and hang out. And then during the movie, I'll probably do some cross-stitching and just chill. And I will, I guess, see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hi guys, happy Thursday? No, it's Wednesday night. Happy Wednesday night. So I just wanted to do a quick check-in. I'm at Barnes & Noble right now waiting for my sister and my mom to get here. So I finished the second Death of Edie and Violet Bond last night and I loved it. It was so cute. I liked the ending. I loved the sister bond. I thought it was wrapped up really well. The final conflict was a little confusing. There was one part I didn't really understand, but I think that's just because it was such a, specifically one part about a certain creature that I didn't quite understand. But I don't think it was necessary to understand because of the way the resolution happened. But yeah, I thought it was really cute. Again, nothing complicated, nothing fancy, but it was so good. I really liked it. And then let's see here. I started an audiobook on the way here. I believe it's called These Witches Won't Burn. And it is following so far a teenage girl in Salem, and she is part of a coven there. She has real magic. And basically all witches have to stay secret because obviously Salem witch trials, no good, stuff like that. So I didn't actually read the synopsis. I bought the second book on accident in a bookstore in Canada. When I went there, I was just like at a bookstore looking at it. It looked cool and I didn't think to check if it was the first book. So I got the first book from the library. So I don't really know the synopsis, but so far I like it. I'm really not far in, so we will see what the plot is, I guess, as I keep reading. I might read the synopsis when I get home, but yeah, that is my update for currently. So yeah, we're gonna go shop when they get here, and then I think we are gonna go try out a meadery, so that should be fun. But yeah, bye. Hey guys, hopefully you can see me at this angle. It is Thursday night and I was sick today. I woke up with an awful cold. My throat and nose were running and I had a little bit of a fever. So I've been in this bed all day. I did work because I can work from home if I need to. So I did work all day. I probably signed off about 4 o'clock. But because of that, I didn't read to and from work and I haven't read anything else because we got home pretty late last night. So after work, but before this, I did finish volume 2 of Once and Future. I like it. The stakes are definitely higher in this one. There's definitely collateral damage, which we didn't see in the past one. And I think I still love the grandma. She's still sassy and I love her. But you can tell she's a little bit, what is the word I'm looking for? She's jaded, maybe is the word. Like, she's seen all of this before, done all of this before. You know, our main character is traumatized by these people dying, and she's like, you know what, it's really sad and I like feel for them, but we gotta move on, you know, type deal. And I also like all the other stories. I think Beowulf was a character in here, and I think we read Beowulf in high school, but I don't really know, so it was kind of interesting to see the couple of, I think there's 3 characters from Beowulf in this, so that was interesting. But yeah, I really like it. It's still really good. It's not quite as good as the first one, but I'm still liking the story and I can't wait to continue. And then I did go and get, actually I got it delivered to my house because I had a gift card, but the third book, the new Cassie Clare book, which is called the prequel sequel. It's the sequel to the Clockwork trilogy. I don't know what any of them are called. I was so excited to read it, but like I said, yeah, in one of my clips this vlog, if I'm like really excited about a book or I love a book a lot, it gives me like a lot of anxiety because I'm stressed about it, and because I'm sick, I just really was not feeling starting something that is going to stress me out like that. So I think that I'm going to try the Grimrose Girls, which I believe is like a murder mystery, and maybe even a school setting, I'm not sure. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm probably just gonna lay in bed the rest of the night because I still don't feel great and I need to be better by tomorrow because we are doing my sister's birthday stuff on Saturday. So we have to get ready for that tomorrow. But yeah, that's all the update I have for now. Bye. Hi guys, happy Thursday night. So I was sick again. So yes, I'm in the same clothes as yesterday. And I apologize for the whole look. I spent most of the day just binging My Hero Academia and setting up for my sister's party tomorrow. I keep calling it a party. It's really just me, my roommate, and my sister hanging out because most of my sister's friends live in other states now. She graduated college not too recently, or she graduated college recently, and so a lot of her friends ended up moving away, so it's just us, but it's gonna be fun. I think I put a clip in there of how the decorations look, so I'll show some of the activities tomorrow. But I wanted to update on my reading. So I am, how many pages in? 100 pages into the Grimrose Girls, and I'm liking it. I feel like this book should be so up my alley because it's, I don't know if it's dark academia. I don't know what counts as dark academia, but it's definitely set at a boarding school. And it's a murder mystery. And what I didn't realize is it's fairy tale retellings. So we follow our main three characters who are three best friends, and their fourth best friend recently died. So it's very much giving Pretty Little Liars vibes. If anyone ever watched that show, I think it was books too. I never read the books, but I did watch the show pretty religiously in high school. But yeah, so everyone thinks that their friend committed suicide, but they're convinced that it's not, so they're trying to investigate. And the friend that died is definitely Ariel. There's like I think his name is Edric or something, but it's definitely an Eric situation. I'm guessing it's original fairy tale since she drowned and died when Eric found someone else, which is, I believe, how the original fairy tale goes. I think one of the characters is definitely Cinderella. She does a bunch of chores for her stepmom, has two stepsisters. I think another one is Snow White because she has a stepmother who's like really, she's the headmistress, so she's like the queen, and they keep talking about how she's white-haired, red-lipped, all that kind of stuff. There's another girl, Rory, I think is Sleeping Beauty. I'm not 100% sure. And then our fourth character is Nani. She's a new student who is moved in with two of the girls. I don't know who she's supposed to be. She's from Hawaii, and her name is Nani, which makes me think that it's something with Lilo and Stitch, but I don't know how that would work with the original stories because I don't know enough about that tale or Hawaiian tales to know what it would be. But yeah, it's really interesting. I'm not loving it quite as much as I want. I don't know if I'm just not in the right mood or if it's because I like feel like crap, but yeah, so that is my update for now, and I probably won't read much more this weekend, so I'll probably put some clips in of the party and maybe talk to you on Sunday, but yeah, bye.
Hi guys, happy Sunday night. I've just been kind of reading all day because I'm still like tail end of my sickness. I'm feeling like a lot better, but I decided not to go hang out with my friends in Denver today because I should rest and feel better because that's what we're working on this year. So I just wanted to go over what I've read so far today. It's probably about 6 o'clock, so I'm sure I'm just gonna read the rest of the night. I'll do a final wrap up of the blog later, but I am on page 227 of Grimrose Girls. I don't remember where I was last time. I want to say it was like page 100, 150. I'm really liking it still. So it's got that fairy tale-esque part, where each character is clearly part of a fairy tale. They found a book of fairy tales, and they're now discovering that a bunch of girls have died, and just no one has connected it. So yeah, I really like, it's still giving me Pretty Little Liar vibes, where the best friend that died or went missing in the case of Pretty Little Liars isn't exactly how everyone remembers her, or you know what I mean, that she might have been a little bit of a mean girl, but their group was good. So yeah, I'm really liking it. It's got all the elements that should make me love it. I'm still not as attached to the characters as I want to be. I want to know what happens in the mystery, but I'm not like rooting for the characters and they're not like pulling me in. Like, I feel like the story isn't better in this one, and the characters were better in the second death of Edie and Violet, which is the one I just read. So it's like, I think that's what I was looking for, is more of those like gothic dark academia vibes. Even though the other one was a dark academia, it just had the necromancy thing in it, but I don't know what I'm saying. Either way, liking it. Don't love the characters, love the story. The other thing I started was The Wicked and the Divine. So this is a graphic novel, and it follows basically every 90 years, 12 gods come back to Earth, and they live, they're worshipped, and then within 2 years they've died. So we're following a young teenager, and each of these gods so far have manifested as like singers, so pop singers. I think that we've just found an underground god or whatever, who does underground concerts. Mostly I'm just confused the entire time, and I don't know if it's supposed to be confusing or if I just don't understand what's going on. And it's a lot of like unknown gods. Actually one of them is Lucifer, so that's obviously a known god, but it's got, I think there was Bast. I don't remember. The art is very pretty. I definitely like that. Oh my god, are you talking? Hi, baby girl. My roommate got a cat, and she is so shy, so we're trying the door open today. Oh my gosh. So she's talking to me. That's so rare. Either way, I don't want to move the camera because I don't want to startle her, but I'll try to show her a little bit later. But yeah, I'm mostly just confused on what's going on. I like the art. I don't, now I've just like totally lost my train of thought because I got distracted. I don't really understand what's going on, but I'm gonna keep reading and we're gonna see. This is the one my friend, when we were out shopping and I was just like picking out random graphic novels, we went to a comic shop after brunch one day, and she said she'd read it and she didn't think I was gonna like it, but the premise sounded so good to me. I love Gods Come to Earth type deal, Reborn. So yeah, I'm about halfway through, so I'm gonna give it the rest of this novel. Hi, miss. And then I am going to decide if I move on from there. So yeah, that is my Friday night. Let's see if we can show you her. There she is. Hi, baby girl. What you doing? She's been this far once today. She came into my library, but other than that, she's just been in that other room. So yeah, happy Saturday. Hi guys, it's actually Monday night, but I wanted to wrap up this vlog. So first thing is I did finish The Wicked and the Divine, and I am happy to report that it started making way more sense, and I don't know if it just clicked with me. It's not a hard premise. I don't know why I was so confused in the beginning. Also, I watched my last clip back, and I did say unknown gods, which is not the right word. The word I was looking for is like less popular, so it's not like, you know, Athena and Poseidon and Greek gods or anything like that. It's gods from all different pantheons. So that was interesting. I didn't love it. It wasn't my favorite thing ever. I was not going to continue on with the series, but then something happened at the end that made me realize I'm a little bit more invested in these characters than I thought I was. So I don't think I'm gonna buy the next volume, but I might see if maybe the library has it or something. But yeah, I liked it. It was interesting. The different gods were cool. I liked the way that they talk about worship type deal, because, you know, in the past gods were worshipped one way, and now it's kind of like, oh, how are you worshipped? You're adored by thousands, hundreds, thousands, you know, millions of fans because you're a big pop star. I mean, that's still a type of worship. So that was kind of an interesting concept. So yeah, didn't love it as much as I wanted to, didn't hate it. We'll see if I continue. And the next thing is I also finished the Grimrose Girls. So I really liked the ending of this. It didn't wrap up. It is a duology, so I don't own the second book, and with my whole not buying books, I'm gonna have to wait at least to read 2 more books before I buy this, because I'm read 3, buy 1 type deal. But I thought it was good how it wrapped up. I love the girls' relationships. I love the fairy tale part of it. There's not much more I can say without spoiling things, but we did figure out that one character, Nani, who she was. I did not guess right. It's not Lilo and Stitch, unsurprisingly. But so yeah, we found out, because again, we were, remember, investigating their friend's death, so we found out kind of the final mystery in that, but we have not wrapped up the final fairy tale mystery, so I think that's will be what the next one is. But I really ended up liking this a lot. I think it's a solid 4-star. It didn't pull me in quite as much as I wanted it to, and that could just be my expectations being too high. But yeah, I really liked it, and I'm excited to go to the next one. So yeah, so that is the final for me. So I did the math, and between Children of Blood and Bone, which is what I finished up that one. Second Death of Edie and Violet Bond, finished up that one. Finished Grimrose Girls. I finished volume 2 of Once and Future, which I already gave back to my roommate, and finished The Wicked and Divine. As well as started a book. I don't even know if I mentioned that I started it, but I started the audiobook These Witches Won't Burn. I'm only like 20% in, so I really didn't have much to say about it. I don't remember if I mentioned in this clips or not, but adding up all those page counts minus, again, I don't count graphic novels towards page counts, but I read 885 pages this week, so I would say that is pretty successful. But I don't know how many times can I hit this book. You can't even see the books. But yeah, I guess I will see you next week.